Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet with MLB The Road to the Show with Theo Bonds on MLB 13 The Show. And here we are at episode 9, and this time we're playing against the Naturals, but this time we're playing at home. And there you see the starting lineup for both teams, the Cardinals and the Naturals. There you see Bonds heating up so far this season. There he is batting third. Eventually, I'm pretty sure they're going to end up having bat up cleanup, but we'll see. But also, we'll see if we can actually take this series. Unlike last series, we almost swept it, but we end up losing the last game of the series. So we'll see what we can do against the Naturals. There you see their home record 5-5, road records 5-9, and they're 10-14 for the season so far. We're 14-10, 10-4. Love that home cooking with that home record, but the road not so friendly to us. 4-6. So this is definitely going to be a challenge for us. Hopefully, we definitely need to get a good sweep on this road game for this road series coming up here against the Naturals. So here you see Theo getting ready for his DP, and there you see actually this is like the last at bat during DP that he actually hit one over the park, over the fence there in the park, out there in the bullpen there. He actually, for some reason, he kept just fouling off today. I think he has a lot on his mind. Not for sure what it is. Probably that last performance that he had there with the Travelers. Didn't play in the last game, but was 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts and an RBI. Did win the game 3-0, but you know, he wants to contribute. He wants to contribute a little bit more, and I think too he wants to finally get called up. He hasn't been. No one's told him that he's going to get called up, maybe to AA or maybe even possibly to the majors. He has that. You know, he has the ability and whatnot, but we'll have to see. So, top of the first, runner on first. With 1 out, and there you see the pitch and a slap, a pass right past the shortstop there with a nice single. But wait a minute, the runner on second there tries to get it to third and unable to get this safe there. So you see Bonds strikes out on that at bat. So top of the fourth, 1 out. And score 5-2, and then you see it goes back, and it's gone. Home run for Theo Bonds right there. And there you see Bonds just trotting along. Fans there not too happy about that. They know what he can do, and they know what he did last time they played against him. He actually hit. Well, he had 1 home run, but you know, I'm sure they've heard talk about him. And what he can do this season already having double-digit home runs in this 1 month alone. So there you see on this show track right there, he just finds it right there high and away. And yeah, there's no way with fast hands that he has, he's definitely gonna push that ball right out of the park. So top of the 5th, runners on first and second, and a high pop-up to the right fielder there. Getting there very close to the warning track right there, and then you see again runner from second gets to third base, but this time makes it safely. And there you see at that bat another strikeout for Bonds. Very poor at bat. He got twisted up on that at bat. And there you see Bonds not too happy about it. I think he still has a lot on his mind, especially when it comes to getting called up. But you know, if he's going to be playing like this, he won't be getting called up anytime soon. So, top of the 9th, a runner on first, score 10-4. And a commanding lead right here, up by 6. The chopper towards the second baseman who pulls the double play. The 4-6-3 double play right there, ladies and gentlemen. Put that in your scorecard. And there you see score at midnight at going to the bottom of the ninth, 10-4, and we actually end the game with that score, 10-4. Cardinals win. There you see 2 for 6, 1 home run, 2 RBIs for the day for Bonds. And there you see Coach very happy, very satisfied for him for that game. And there you see Theo Bonds, the top player of the game. There you see a nice swing right there. And again, you know, these teams they play each other quite often, and I'm sure the Naturals are thinking, you know, we gotta nip it in the bud on this guy. We gotta slow him down as much as possible as we can. You know, we did strike him out twice, but he did get 1 home run, drove in 2 runs. So we'll see what they can do in game 2 of this series. There you see Bond's performance for the day, stats per at bat. So a semi-decent day. You know, he did get 6 at bats, but you know, I'm sure he was one to go 50% and not less than 50 at the plate. So, and then you see 13 home runs, 30 RBIs, and a batting average of .435 for the season. So a nice look right there for Bonds. So let's go ahead and get to game 2, and there you see the last 10 games, his stats: 5 home runs, 14 RBIs, and a batting average so far those 10 games of a .333. So this kid is definitely you know, doing the right things to get attention to go to the next level, or possibly the MLB. And there you see a pop-up, quick line drive caught by the second baseman there, 2 outs at the top of the first for Bonds. So unable to do anything in that first at bat, so we go to the second at bat at the top of the third, 2 outs, nobody on board, and there you see a nice hit towards left, and that ball is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, the porch officially is now littered with fans trying to snag that home run ball. You know, that home run ball gonna be worth something, you know, when this kid gets up to the major leagues. So there you see it should be a great at bat right there. Patient, and definitely drove the ball and pulled it there in left field. There you see a replay, just a nice swing, a nice stroke of the bat right there, and that ball is long gone. I can't even find it now. Oh, there it is right there, finally coming down to those fans. So top of the fourth, runners on first and second, 5-0. Cardinals are up, 2 outs, and there you see a slap towards the left fielder and an easy pop fly out right there on Bonds. So Bonds not able to move the runners over, but you know, they're up by 5. They still got plenty of time to put some more insurance runs on them, just in case something happens. You know, it's always nice. So, all right, so top of the 6th, we're up by 6. Runner at third, and Bonds drives that ball, and he drives a line drive past the infield to left over there. So he actually gets an RBI that time. So now it makes it 7-0. And the Naturals again, like last game, he hit a home run, had 2 RBIs. So far, he's hit a home run, 2 RBIs. He's 2 for 5. Well, actually, that's when he ends. Spoiler alert: that's how he ends the game with 2 for 5. But top of the 9th, he hits that ball line drive, hits it deep and long, but not long enough to go over the fence. He actually left fielder catches it there in the warning track, and the final score of the game is 8-2. So we win by 6 once again for the second straight time. There you see 2 for 5, 1 home run, 2 RBIs in the game. And there you see 12 hits in the game. So definitely on a very good hit parade. Everybody pretty much contributing to the win there. So now we go ahead and go to game 3 against the Naturals. And so now, so far, we've won 2 out of the 4 games there in this series. We'll see if we can win game 3 And if we win Game 3, we pretty much won the series. And there you see 14 home runs, 32 RBIs, and a 433 average for the season so far. So go ahead and, like I said, go to Game 3 and we'll see. Actually, if I remember correctly, Bonds does not play in that game. We do lose with the final score 5-3. So Bonds is back in the lineup for the 4th and final game of the series, and we'll see what he can do again, batting 3rd in this lineup. And again, like I said, we need to win this game so we can try to balance out our road record. Because winning on the road is always important. It's always important. You want that. You want to show that you can win on the road, especially at the most hostile areas in baseball. So we'll see if the Cardinals can do that against the Naturals here again for Game 4 at the Porch. So top of the first, runners on first and second, no outs, and Bonds gets a pitch and ends up popping it up. He actually it's pitched inside on him, and there you see the infield fly rules in effect, so Bonds automatically out. Runners can advance the base on their own discretion, but don't. And there you see.
Here's that swing again. This is in
Bonds,
show motion. And
here in the show motion, there you see he just gets tied up, and actually it looks like it comes off of his hands there. So that's not a good place. I'm sure his thumbs are aching right now on that play. So actually shows some of the simulation in the game here. The Naturals, they're at their at bats, and there you see they scored 1 run, make that 2 runs. I'll actually make that 3. Nope, make that 4. No, let's make that 5 runs in the first inning. So we're already down by 5 at the bottom of the first. Now there you see the Cardinals not doing so hot. Only have 1 hit in the game so far. And Arkansas already has 9 hits, and there you see they scored another run at the bottom of the second. So not a good start for us. So down by 6, top of the third, 2 outs, nobody on board. And Bonds rips it right there on third base line, and left fielder has to track it, and Bonds decides to go for 2, but wait a minute, the run down, and he gets tagged out. And that was actually the user's fault. My bad. I just hit the wrong button. I tried to advance him further, and I was trying to get this fire out with the slide buzz, yeah, so my bad. So runner, let's go to the top of the 5th. Runners on first and 2 outs, and there you see Bonds slaps it past the second baseman right there to move the runner over to second. So now the runners, we have runners on first and second, and another chance to have runners in scoring position and try to drive these runners home. Because we are down by 6 runs. So that early start that the Naturals had there in the first inning, scoring 5 runs alone. So we definitely got to cover a lot of ground and not much time to do it in. So top of the 6th, we actually scored 3 runs since the last at bat. Down by 3, and there you see a pop up again. Bonds taking it near the knuckles, and wait a minute. Bonds, the right fielder misplays the ball right there, and an error on him. So Bonds gets on the first base for free, and there you see you end up scoring 3 runs, making it 5-6. Arkansas has already had 12 hits, and Springfield has 9 hits in the game so far. And then you see simulating a little bit more of the game. Trying to do our best to get back into this game, and there you see another hit for Springfield, makes that 10. So we get top of the 8th, down by 1, runner on first, 2 outs, runner takes off running, and is he safe? Yes, he is safe by a mile. So now we go to the next at bat, runners at second, 2 outs, top of the 8th, down by a run, and Bonds ends up for some reason goes for that high pitch pitch up high and whiffs it. That ball was near his head. I don't know what he was thinking that time, but yeah, he's gonna get a good talking to the coach. So, and the coach does, because we end up losing 6-5. Bonds ends the game 2 for 5, and has 1 run to his name on the game. And there you see the box score for the game for Bonds and the Cardinals. There you see his performance, individual performance there in the game. So Bonds not doing so hot, and we end up splitting the series 2 games apiece against the Naturals. So let's go ahead and look at his season stats as of right now. 14 home runs, 32 RBIs, and a batting average of .432. So I think he needs to keep his mind on batting and not worry about so much about going up to the next level or even going to the show. But there you see, the next game they actually play against is at home against the Tulsa Drillers, who are currently #1 in the North division in the Texas League. Where you see we're a game behind. So that's it for this episode here on ESGNet of MLB 13 Road to Show with Theo Bonds. We'll see you guys next time.